They will not give them to me. They will count, even though I hear people say, oh, well, they only count 2 months. They're supposed to count too much. But sometimes they take the court document papers and they put it in the system. And if, I guess, you got to go back and tell them, hey, I'm not getting child support, you will be doing it constantly. I meet so many mothers that work 2 jobs to make ends meet but have a court order for child support, and their father, baby daddy, is like $5,000-$10,000 behind. He still has his license. He still has his passport. He quits his job or finds a job underneath the table. What are they doing about those people? I have a solution. Since y'all want to use tax money, buy a prison or build a prison just for people that do not pay their child support. Put them in it, make them work, but make them pay to live there. So they'll work at Purdue, Mount Air, wherever, go to work 8 to 5, whatever time it is. They paid the prison money, rent, because they got to live there, and then they pay their child support. After they do this for a while, and they catch up on arrears, and they back straight where they need to be, let them out. With the understanding that they need to make sure they pay their child support, or they go back in. Why should taxpayers have to pay for you to be in jail for something that you did? If you were man or woman and you were able to lay down, make love, get it popping, twerk, whatever y'all want to call it, be man or woman enough to take care of your responsibility. But I also hold and say that I think family court and child support are not innocent. There are too many cases that are slipping through the cracks, and there are commissions and judges on the bench that are not doing their job. You tell me how a man, I'm trying to think because I don't want to give this person away, works at a Walmart distribution center, has 5 kids, and only pays $300 a month. But you're making good money. Now, you only pay child support for 2 kids out of 5. The mother is 100% disabled. She's in a wheelchair. She gets her disability check. And she has to use all her money to make ends meet. Yes, she gets Section 8 and everything like that. But she has to pay rent still. You have to think about it. Can you raise a child on $300 a month? That's my question. Will you be able to raise a child care, if they were in diapers, wipes, formula, without state assistance for $300 a month? Because I can tell you some mothers are doing just that. And no offense, but, child support is not helping. They're not following paperwork. They're saying that they forgot, they slipped. They'll look into it. They'll get back to you. So this is part 1 of child support. I plan on doing a lot of parts. And I will start telling you who you need to talk to and what you need to do. But if your kid's father has not, or baby mama has not paid you child support in 60 days, you need to go back and file a case. I know what you're saying. Well, Regina, I file and nothing gets done. True. But if you all start contacting the senators, the legislator hall, somebody's going to hear you. Could you let them know? If you're not going to make the mother or the father pay child support, then one of y'all need to come out your pocket and start helping raise these kids, because I did my part by going to court and filing like a responsible person. Now, I'm not saying to you, like, in my situation, I have 3 kids all by the same father. And I was in a long-term relationship. I was in a relationship for almost a decade with him. So, things do not last. Sometimes, if 2 people are not compatible, or one wants to succeed and the other one still wants to be a child, or whatever the situation be, people break up or go their separate ways. But just because you break up does not mean that you stop taking care of your child. You still need to take care of your kid. And I have to admit, I thank God all the time. I have phenomenal brothers that are men that take care of their children. And I think that every man needs to take care of his child. And I think every mother needs to take care of her child. And I'm not just saying this on the women too. There are women that make babies, have kids, and give them up, or they are on child support, or they don't want to take care of their kid, or they'll leave them with whoever, and they say, oh, well, I'm not going to take care of them, or I'll just pay my child support whenever, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. Delaware is able to take 60% of a man's check. So if a guy owes $5,000 to $10,000 in arrear, child support should be put in an order, and family court should be approving it, where the mother should be able to get almost 50 to 60% of his check. Why? Because had he been a man, he would have been taking care of his responsibility. And if they're not paying their child support, after 60 days, 90 days, the family court needs to issue a KPS and have them arrested. And throw their behinds in jail, put them on work release so they can work and take care of their child. Tax people should not be taking care of other people's children. They should not. I am 100% against it. They should not have to take care of somebody's child when there is a mother and father living and both are able to work. I met another woman that says, hey, my kid's father gets disability. And I think it's SSDI, I want to say it is. It's not Social Security Income, it's SSDI. But one of them, she was saying that she can't get child support. Wait a minute. Who's supposed to take care of that child? He wasn't disabled enough where he couldn't lay up and make a baby. So why does that rule him out to take care of his responsibility? Think about what you're doing. You want all these mothers and fathers to take care of their kids and step up to your plate. Child support is for the child. Family court is supposed to be looking out for the best interest of a child. You are not looking out for the best interest of a child if you are a judge, commissioner, or whatever, and you're not ordering these parents to take care of their kid. You are not helping that child at all. And child support, if you're not doing your paperwork and following what the parents come in to get filed, you are not helping the child. So you can take child off of the support because you're not supporting the child to get their money to get taken care of. I get so upset when I sit back and I watch so many single moms work. Like, I met some phenomenal women within the last 6 months that work and are fighting with their kid's father to get their money. But then I sit back and I met some fathers that are single parents that are like, yo, my kid's mother, she doesn't do anything but drink and get high. Or the baby mom puts the child in foster care and then taxpayers are paying for it that way. You have to find a way to make these people responsible. And just not doing anything but letting them come into the court. How are you going to let somebody come into court that has a KPS for their arrest for not paying child support and say, oh, well, we're going to reschedule the hearing and just make sure you show up? What is the chances of them showing up? If they didn't show up the first time and you had to put a KPS on them, why would you think that they're going to show up the second time? Family court. Regina Dover does that. Come on. And some of these commissioners that are working at family court in Dover shouldn't even be there. They act like they don't know that if a child's under a certain age, that child care costs money. Do you know the average child care costs us about $150 a week for an infant or more? I can tell you my son was going to a daycare in Harrington. And I'm going to tell you now, he was 4 years old and he was going to preschool half a day. And it was like, I want to say $120 a week, part-time. And I think full-time was 165 a week. Yeah, that was one child. Just imagine if the mother has three children. And just imagine if she gets purchase of care, which takes and pays a little bit, but now it's purchase of care plus. They put that plus on there so they can get some extra moolah. Because daycares were saying, hey, we're not making enough of money. We got to raise the price. The state is not paying enough. And then the state comes up with this clever idea to stop allowing family members to take care of the kids. So now grandma can't watch her granddaughter or daughter's child and get paid by the state unless there is a stipulation that she works graveyard shift, nighttime. Then you can apply and there's a chance that she can do it. But during the daytime, that child has to go to a regular daycare, which means mom, 9 out of 10, will have to pay purchase of care plus. Now, for me, for my case, I provided the court, family court, right in Dover, Delaware, daycare papers, letters, statements. Do you know that the judge that I had didn't use it? She didn't use nothing. None of it. I also provided her with information telling her, hey, this is how much I have to pay for medical. She didn't use none of that. She didn't care. Because she sat so on that bench from 8 to 4, getting paid whatever. And at the end of the day, she gets to go to Texas Roadhouse or Applebee's or TJ Fridays or wherever the heck she want to eat her a T-bone steak and some shrimps and lobsters or whatever. She works at family court, honey, but she don't care about your child. It ain't her child. She doesn't care. And the thing that made me upset with this judge or this commissioner was when I was talking to her and everything, it was like she was in La La Land. Like she didn't hear a word I said. And then child support gives you a lawyer, ladies, I know you've seen them, that comes in and says, Your Honor, hold on, sir, do you, or ma'am, whoever, do you have pay stubs? No, I ain't bring no pay stubs. You know darn well most children, mother or father, that has to pay child support, they're not bringing you no pay stubs. You think they're going to help you out? Oh, well, it's hard to get verification of their wages. So when in doubt and they don't bring their wages, you make their butt pay the maximum. You rise it on up. Eventually, they'll start bringing them pay stubs. Make them into examples. Stop allowing them to get away with stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. It's to the point, like, why do people go to court? And then you